So in the last video, we looked at how to go over 10 without using our hands. We could just carry a 1 over, and that would allow us to go over the tens in a much more professional way that we should do in our maths. So we're going to look at, well, what if we want to do this with bigger numbers? And we can do. It's called long addition, and it's when we add two numbers together which have 2 or more digits. And the good thing is we use exactly the same techniques as we did with the last video. So I add the units column up together first, and we know 7 add 2 is 9. And then I need to add the tens column, so 8 and 3 gives me 11. But remember, when I write down the 11, the tens part of it has to go underneath the next column. Well, there's nothing in the hundreds column, so that gives me a 0, but I've got to add that 1 on underneath, so it becomes 1. So the answer here is 119. Next little example, we can add 55 to 36. So let's start at the units column where 5 add 6 is 1 and 11. So we got to write a 1 underneath and then another 1 under the tens column. We go over to the 10 and we're going to add the 5 to the 3. So 5 add 3 is 8. But hang on, there's a 1 underneath. I need to add that on, turn it into a 9, so it's 91. Let's have a look at another one. Start off in the units column. 9 and 1 is 10. I put the 0 of the 10 in the units column and I put the 1 underneath the next column. I know that 3 add 5 is 8, but I got to add that number on underneath, so it becomes 9, 90. One last example then, so we can, to show that we can do this with hundreds. It doesn't have to be only 2-digit numbers. So 3 add 8 is that 11, and the 1 goes underneath. 4 add 7 is 11 again, but we add on the number underneath to turn that into a 2. And then 2 add 1 is 3, and I add my number on underneath to make it 4. 421.